All right, so for a while now, we've all been thinking about AI as our personal sidekick, right? A copilot. But that whole idea is already changing. It's shifting from a solo act to, well, a full-blown team. So the real question becomes, what happens when your copilot grabs the conductor's baton? So let's just chew on this for a second. What if that AI coworker of yours, the one that helps you out, what if it could lead its own team? I'm talking about an AI that doesn't just wait for your instructions, but actually goes out, assembles a crew of other AIs, and just gets the job done. Okay, and here's the kicker. That's not some sci-fi movie plot. It's happening right now. The Onix 2026 AI Trends Report is pretty clear on this. We're literally watching an autonomous AI workforce come to life. And no, this isn't some prediction for 10 years down the road. This is the new reality for how businesses are starting to work. So to really get our heads around just how big of a deal this is, we got to take a quick look back at how we even got here. It didn't happen overnight. But in the world of AI, overnight happens really, really fast. The whole timeline is just squeezed. I mean, think about it. It feels like just yesterday, right? 2024, that was all about dipping our toes in the water, the early experiments. Then, bam, 2025 hit, and suddenly everyone had an AI copilot. It just went totally mainstream. Each of these steps was like a building block, stacking up super fast, leading us right here to 2026. This is the beginning of the multi-agent era. So what's really the big difference here? The best way I've heard it put, and it really clicks, is to think about it like this. We're going from a solo musician to a full orchestra. Think about it. Your copilot, that's the soloist. It's amazing, sure, but it's focused on you. It takes your commands, helps you with your tasks, and makes you more productive. But a multi-agent AI, now that's the orchestra. It's not just helping one person, it's coordinating a whole process. It's not waiting for commands, it's running with autonomy. And its goal, it's not just to make you look good, it's to drive a major business result. And the tech that makes this whole orchestra thing possible? That's what we call a multi-agent system. You can think of it as the framework, the conductor stand, that lets all these different smart AIs talk to each other. They team up, they collaborate, and they solve these massive, complicated problems that, honestly, would be way too much for any one AI, or even one human, to figure out on their own. But this is so much more than just a cool tech upgrade. It's a totally new way of thinking about how a business can even run. We're shifting from a world where we're just reacting to things to one where we're actually predicting what's coming next. And this quote here from Neeraj Kumar, the CTO at Onix, just nails it. The big opportunity now is building these intelligent ecosystems. That's the key phrase. We're moving past just telling our AI what to do. Now these systems can actually anticipate what the business needs and then go and do it. Okay, so that's the big picture, but let's get practical. What does this new blueprint actually look like day to day? How is it already changing the game for how companies operate? Well, the Onix report breaks it down into 4 huge trends that are making this happen. First off, this idea of agentic AI. AI that can actually take action on its own. That's becoming the new normal. Second, these AIs are talking to each other, coordinating their moves. Third, we're ditching old, stiff workflows for this fluid, intelligent orchestration. And fourth, and this is the big one for all of us, it's completely changing the role we humans play in all of this. So all these trends are basically pointing to one thing, a new standard called orchestrated autonomy. And what that really means is you have AI systems that can talk to each other across departments, breaking down those old walls between sales and finance, for example, and they work together to solve business problems all by themselves. Here's a super simple but powerful example of what that looks like. Let's say a new client deal closes. The sales AI logs in the system. Instantly, and I mean instantly, a finance AI jumps in, creates the invoice, and sends it out. At the exact same time, a customer success AI is already scheduling that client's first onboarding call. Think about that. No back and forth emails, no chasing people down, no human has to touch it. It just happens, seamlessly. Now, I know that might sound a little bit like science fiction, but check out this number, 80%. Just let that sink in for a second. What do you think that's for? Well, according to Gartner, by 2029, and that is not far away, folks, 80% of all customer service issues will be handled completely by AI agents, from the moment the issue comes in to the moment it's resolved. This isn't some small corner of the business world we're talking about. This is a massive, massive wave of change that's coming at us fast. And that, of course, leads us to probably the biggest question on everyone's mind. If the AI is conducting the orchestra, where do we fit in? What's our role? Well, that brings us to this really important idea called the high-value human shift. And the core idea here is actually pretty simple, but it's also incredibly powerful. As AI starts managing all the routine, high-volume stuff, all the grunt work, it doesn't replace us. It frees us. It frees us up to focus on the high-value work, the stuff that only a human can really do. So what is that high-value work? Well, it's the stuff you can't just program. It's solving those really messy, complicated problems that don't come with an instruction manual. It's building genuine, trusting relationships with people. It's thinking strategically about where the company is headed in the next 5-10 years. Basically, the AI takes care of the how, which lets us put all our brain power into the what and the why. So I'll leave you with this final thought. The big question we should be asking isn't what jobs is AI going to take? It's what new value is AI going to let us create? When you've got this entire orchestra of routine tasks playing a perfect symphony all on its own, what incredible new masterpiece are you going to be free to compose?